Hey friends, happy new month. Q1 done. How was that for you? How was everything? Your new year resolutions, are you on track? My Q1 I'd say was good. I had moments of joy, I had moments of sadness, I had moments of confusion. Let me tell you, I'm at that stage where I'm confused, literally. Like, I feel like I'm being pulled in different directions and they all sound so good. They just need me to show up, but I can't show up to both sides. So yeah, that is the stage I'm in. I was even telling one of my friends that, hey, I don't know, I just feel like I'm ranting every time I'm talking to my partner. I'm just ranting about the confusion I'm in. And yeah, thankfully my friend advised that we pray. Get good friends, get friends who can pray together with you in your confused state. Anyway, we're on to Q2. I hope everything works out for you just the way it's supposed to. And yeah, now from the title of the video today, you already know what we are going to talk about. This is something that may be a bit sensitive, and I am hoping that I do not step on anyone's toes. My God. But yeah, I just thought of it's something that would be good to talk about. Now, if you're new here, my name is Lisa. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm actually loving the engagement I'm getting on videos that I'm posting. I'm not so sure if YouTube is like sharing my content to a wider audience, but yeah, I'm loving it so far. It's growth. If you haven't subscribed, this is your chance to do just that. As usual, let's get started on today's topic. A couple of months ago, I think it was last year, Lynn Ngugi hosted someone who talked about how parents are making their children slaves abroad, in the sense that, now I didn't watch the whole hour video but I got to like pick out a few things that were posted on TikTok, and one of them, of course, was him saying how parents feel like they've sacrificed for their kids and they want their kids to sort of like sacrifice for them. So their kid, obviously the parents have sacrificed for their kids to move abroad, but then they want their kids, once they're abroad, to sort of send money back home or do something for the family. Now, while this of course is something that I guess parents dream of, I feel like sometimes there has to be, it's a very thin line, so to speak, because investing in your child shouldn't be seen as something that they'll invest back in you, if you know what I mean. Like, they have that choice, and yeah, they can decide to, or whatever. It's literally up to them. And that, I think, is also what made me post the TikTok that I posted about trust me, you'll be fine. Because in as much as people think about moving abroad and it's scary, there's others who are like, oh, there's this pressure, there's this things that are going on, and I just don't know if I'm gonna be fine living or moving abroad. Having moved abroad, having lived abroad, I can tell you this: you will be fine. And in as much as there's pressure from everyone, even yourself, because you have to perform, you have to sometimes raise school fees for yourself, because you have maybe 2 years, you have 3 years, 4 years, whatever the course of your study is, and you have to raise fees for yourself, you have to pay rent, you have to do all these things, and you literally have to work jobs that you never thought you'd be working in. But yeah, and in the end it all works out. So in a bit to sort of like help anyone who is thinking of moving abroad, struggling with the decision. I thought I would share a few things in relation to the video that I saw that could help you navigate these changes. The first thing I would say is research and prepare for your move abroad. So do your research, know where you're moving, know the cost of living, know the kind of jobs to expect, know the lifestyle, and prepare for that. And even as you prepare, make sure you're having a very open conversation with your parents, your guardians, the people who are sort of like supporting you in your decision to move abroad and are maybe even chipping in financially, so that you also get to know, is there anything they're expecting from you, because we don't want to be surprised, do we? So yeah, get to know what are the expectations, get to also talk about your feelings, talk about what you've heard, because with the internet, I mean, you're able to know the kind of jobs you're most likely going to do. You're able to air your fears if you're able to have an open communication or conversation with your guardians and parents, and that sort of like helps even as you sort of like move or live abroad once, of course, everything has been finalized. The second one I would say is build a support network, and what I mean by this is, again, the internet. Look for people who've moved abroad, talk to them. What has their experience been like, any challenges they faced, what helped them go through the motions, because let me tell you, I moved here. It's something I had prayed for, and yeah, I was happy about. But let me tell you, I think one of the things that sort of helped me was the fact that I was actually talking to people, because at some point my mental health was in the gutter. My mental health was suffering. I lost weight, and it's not that I wasn't eating, I was eating. Right now I'm losing weight because I want to, but then I wasn't losing weight because I wanted to. I lost weight. I'm naturally an introvert, but I literally secluded myself. My mental health was just not the best, and I think sometimes you could move abroad and your mental health is suffering, but you have no one to talk to. You're scared of talking to your parents or guardians because you'll be viewed as a failure, which of course leads to more issues with mental health, and it's just so stressful. Now in the video, Albert, the guy Lynn was interviewing, says there's about 45 people, Kenyan students, in a mental health institution. 45. That was by the time that video was being recorded. I'm not so sure if the numbers have gone up, but these are students who literally moved for what is deemed a better life, and that is where they are at. So try your best. I know it can be hard, but try your best. Find a support system. It could be in church, it could be even finding me online. I'm on TikTok, by the way. Finding me online, and yeah, let's build a support network around people who have moved abroad, who have lived abroad, and who are even from the same country as you. Another thing would also be talking to your classmates, because most times they're going through something similar to what you're going through. Number 3 is be kind to yourself. You only got you at the end of the day. I know I've said you have a support system, find a support system, but at the end of the day, you're the only one who truly knows how you're feeling, who truly understands what you're going through, and who can truly advocate for yourself. So be kind to yourself. If things are not working out and you realize moving abroad wasn't for you or isn't for you, and you want to go home, please just go. I know sometimes there's that thing, oh, they went abroad, they didn't even finish their studies and all that, what society will talk about. But at the end of the day, trust me, you only got you. At home, sometimes life is viewed as easier, especially if you have lived abroad. Now, I'm only talking if you've lived abroad, because if you haven't lived abroad or moved abroad, you always think it's rosy on the other side. But once you leave and move abroad, then you realize there's more to it than meets the eye. And sometimes they say, not even sometimes, they always say east west, home is best. So if you feel like you get to that stage, move home. Just move back home. There's no point of trying to stay and your mental health is suffering and you're feeling suicidal, and please, I know the pressure from society again just from that video, but please, I am a huge advocate of doing what you feel is right within you, and in as much as sometimes you'll be told, oh, why are you coming back home, there's no jobs, there's no nothing, but I feel like sometimes you just need to be in a familiar place sometimes. And truth be told, moving abroad doesn't always work for everyone. So if it doesn't work for you, please be kind to yourself and do what you need to do. Now, the last one I would say is know when to seek help. So it could be professional help, it could be financial help, it could be mental health help, physical help, whatever help you need. Please know when to seek help. This journey is a very lonely one sometimes, and if you're not in a space where you kind of get to know what you want, get to actually sit in your feelings and feel sad, the number of times I cried alone in bed. Dark times, those ones. Dark times. Anyway, this is not about me, so please know when to seek help, know when you need the help, and please seek it out. If you don't know where to get help from, your support network can actually help you. So at least try your very best. You may not always be out there socially. I am personally an introvert, but I try my very best to at least go for social events once in a while, and at least I have people I can always tell exactly how I'm feeling, like even this confused state I'm in. And yeah, I think that really helps in going a long way. Alrighty, that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you found it insightful. I hope you are able to relate to a few things. I hope it helped you in your decision if you're planning to move abroad. And if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comment section below and I will be sure to answer them. If you haven't subscribed, please, pretty please do so. And as usual, I will see you in the next one. Bye!